Hey, Mike Brookfields here. Welcome to Coffee Chops 3. I hope you're enjoying this new little series. I will be doing more Clapton transcriptions and things like that. So thanks for the suggestions there. But if you like this Coffee Chop series, I've got a few ideas how to develop this series. So if you're enjoying it, please like, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. Thank you to my Patreon people for engaging there as well. But yeah, there's some quite exciting things that we can do around having this little informal kind of lesson series, you know. So please do comment and all that kind of stuff. So we were doing a Hill Country Blues, and what I mean by that is it's just a one chord vamp. So it means that we're not concerned about the 4 and the 5 chords. Somebody asked a really good question, like what happens when we go to the 4 and the 5 chord? Well, actually, on this example, we're not going to the 4 and the 5 chords, so we're not really concerned about that. But if you were, yes, you can just blanket play, or you can move all of this up. So when it, you know, just transpose it to A when it goes to the 4 chord and transpose it to B when it goes to the 5 chord. But we're not going to do that at the moment because that's just too much. What we're trying to do is take something really simple and effective that you hear on records and apply it in a really kind of practical way. If we start heading down that road at the moment, it's going to get very, very technical. You'll end up kind of sitting there going and thinking so hard you won't have time to play anything because your brain will be too on fire. You know, just aiming for chord tones is always a good practice. You know, the root, the third and the fifth of the chord. So, you know, as an argument, you could be just using this and just aiming for an A when you get to the A chord, or an E or a C sharp, because that's the triad. But let's just not get too far down that road. We're talking about one chord, one kind of vibe where we're playing the minor pentatonic, minor blues, just by adding in that little chromatic thing, and then the Dorian. The last one we were talking about really exploiting those half steps. So, you know, go back and watch those lessons. So just taking the half steps, you know, bending into the root and the little half step between the 6 and the flat 7. The little half steps that occur because of the blue note. The half step between the 2nd and the flat 3rd. Imagine if you played it in octaves. This is what we're doing today. Minor pentatonic. You could play it in octaves. You can practice playing those notes now you know them. You know, so now you've got. Let's add the blue note. So you could be, if you go on your neck pickup, roll it back a little bit. You know, you got Steve Ray Vaughan style octaves, or Wes Montgomery, depending on where you come from. You play the Dorian scale. Let's put that groove back on. Not to play lines that are dead fast because you tend to play mistakes, so just play really simple things. Here's something from the blues. There's the 6. Like if you do that enough, you can be then thinking about the low, just the lower note. And then start thinking about exploiting those half steps. Throwing the kitchen sink at it now. I'm really just using the minor pentatonic, the minor blues and the Dorian, doing it on the second string or the fourth string. Blues, Dorian, second string, half steps. It's a very musical way because you're not thinking about scales essentially. You're just thinking about the note choices per string, and your ear guides you, doesn't it? I didn't use any octaves there, but you know, like Wes Montgomery used to do a bit of a formula for soloing, didn't he? He used to play like single notes, you know, amazing. And then he'd play octaves, and then he'd end with a little chordal solo or something. And there's a lot, that makes a lot of sense to do that because it just help build the intensity. And I do that a lot in blues rock solos, where it's sometimes you just want to end where it's, you know, it's the solo comes to a nice kind of peak. So thickening it up with octaves and kind of like chords and stuff like that, definitely good. So maybe I'll include some octaves now. So second string only. Big jumps is good. Jumping around with those notes. Octaves. Just the fourth string. So much fun to be had with that, just using the octave to kind of give you the notes on the fourth string. We're not getting technical here. You know, every now and then I'll be talking about intervals and stuff, but it's really just about knowing the minor pentatonic. If you learn it in octaves, then you've learnt it again on the fourth string. Add in the blue note, turn it into the Dorian, and you get, it's really Hendrixy. It's lots of fun if you have a little wobbly on, like. Octaves, fourth string. I'm not very good with the loop pedal, as you can tell. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Coffee Chops 3. Keep it burning, guys. I'll see you on the next one.